Yes, so what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video where I'm going to be demonstrating some of the content and features on this ISS 9697 patch. Of course, this is a PES 2021 season update game, and it's absolutely incredible. It takes you back to 1996, and I thought what I would do is I've gone through the boots. I thought I would go through what teams are on here as well, because I get so many questions on TikTok. What teams are on here? What leagues can you have? And all that kind of stuff. So basically, if you base it off what PES 2021 was, it's basically like this, but they've obviously, made their own data and made their own teams. So I thought I would dive into that and show you a couple of kits as well and show you how easy it is to use the cider feature as well, which is just incredible. It's a modder's dream. So yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you have any other questions, bang it in the comment section. But yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to take one's ugly mug off the screen. And we can see straight away that we've got the Belgium League, which was the McDonald's Ligue Professionnelle de Football League in Belgium. And then you've got the Greek League, of course, the Premier League and the Nationwide League Division 1. Now, of course, if you remember from PES 2021, if you played it on a console, you only had the Premier League and the Championship. I'm sure if they could, these modders would probably put, maybe Division 2, Division 3 and try and put as many English teams. But you've got to be fair to people that want to play with other leagues as well. So you've got the French Division 1, French Division 2. I mean, Jesus, how many teams off this list could you name? I mean, it's a challenge, isn't it? I mean, I'm looking at it. Saint Etienne are a team I've heard of, Toulouse, but a lot of them I haven't. And one team here, Bordeaux, who were once, probably one of the flag bearers in French football. They're now actually, I believe, in third French division. Someone might correct me there, but basically gives you an insight to how old this is in terms of like the mod itself. You've obviously got Serie A, Serie B, Eredivisie, the Portuguese League, the Russian League, the Scottish Premiership, of course, packed with Rangers and Celtic, who were great sides back in the day. Then you've got the Spanish League 1 and 2, which features like Atletico Madrid B, Barcelona B, which is crazy because obviously you remember back in the day, which has got Carlos Puyol there actually in Xavi. So that's mental that they're actually in their B sides. And, you've got Villarreal who's sitting there as well. You've got the Swiss League, Turkish League, obviously the Bundesliga. There's only Bundesliga in terms of the main division. There isn't the second Bundesliga, but that is actually something that was in the original, PES 2021. Other European leagues, we've got Barry Town, we've got the likes of, obviously, Bromby, Dynamo Kiev, of course, who were a great side back in the day. There's some pretty out there sides. Some really good sides and a big list. St Johnston in it as well, randomly. You've got the Argentinian League, Brazilian First Division, then the Second Division, the Chilean League, the Mexican League. You've got the MLS, of course, other Latin American teams. I mean, I'm scrolling through these, and if anyone could name these teams or whatever, then that's your knowledge would be a hell of a lot better than mine. But you've got that. You've got the, of course, the Chinese Super League, which again, a lot of these teams not heard of. You've got the Thai League as well. That's mental. That's detailed, isn't it? Someone's gone to a lot of trouble here. And you've got, of course, the Australian League, the AFC Champions League, which, of course, is the Australian League. You've got the J League over in Japan. Other Asian clubs, which, there's not many of them. You've got your European international teams, your African international teams, North and Central America international teams, South America, Asia and Oceania, classic teams, which is just your usual, European 11 and World 11. I mean, if you want to have a little exhibition, have a bit of fun with a mate, that's pretty cool. And then free agents. Now, there is a massive list. Now, you can already see there's some names on here, the likes of Buffon, there's Carlos Tevez, Aaron Robben, Cristiano Ronaldo. But if I'm honest, there's just no point putting these players in the game because to me, it just, it takes away the nostalgia. You could have a little series if maybe Cristiano Ronaldo played for Man United in 96, what would it be like? But it's just, there's a lot. There's so many players on this. I thought what I'd do next is maybe take you through some kit examples. Now, Manchester United are probably an example of a team that have the most kits. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, take you to, this is my own player. Now, I actually had this created by a gentleman on Reddit where I basically sent him a picture of myself, and he was able to, essentially morph my face into the game. And they're not actually my tattoos. Even though I do have a lot of tattoos, they're not my tattoos. But that is really, really cool. That is another feature that you can have with these mods. And like I said, if I was to take my glasses off right now and put myself on screen, it's not bad, is it? It's not, I've got longer hair here. So you might say, well, yeah, you've got slightly longer hair. But so what I'll do is I'll take, obviously, him as an example. Now, it's easy. You basically access the slider with a space bar. And what this does is it takes you through a few different things. So you've got your stadium servers. So basically, if you were to manually select a server, you'd press number 9, and you'd basically go through the desired stadium that you want to play at an exhibition. Now, you can see there is absolutely tons here. The stadium server itself is probably a good 50 gig, and it's incredible. You can just see how many stadiums there are, and the pictures are attached as well. Not only that as well, you can look at things like scoreboard servers. So when you obviously select the manual board, you can see that you can select BBC Sport, UEFA Cup. That's, again, another feature which you can do. You can actually download your own scoreboards as well, as long as they're sort of compatible with the game. So it's amazing. It's amazing what it can do. But onto the kits. So essentially, you can even change the net tightness and stuff like that. It is really, really clever. So we're going to press number 6, and that will then show you the away shirt of Manchester United. Now, the detail is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal on these kits, I've got to say. And then when you go, obviously, and hit number 6 again, that will then give you the blue shirt, the third shirt. But that was actually 97, 98. That wasn't 96, 97. But who am I to complain? It's an awesome kit, and it's proper retro. Then you go over to the 4th kit, which, of course, this was 95, 96 and was used in the 96, 97 season. But the detail is absolutely phenomenal. I have done a full boot rundown, so make sure to check that video out above this video. So basically, you've got that, and then, of course, the dreaded grey kit, which I absolutely hated. But little fact, I was wearing this shirt in 1995 when I met David Beckham. So it's got a little bit of nice history for me. I think on the pitch it doesn't have a nice history. But then the other example is that I haven't actually switched that back. So all my kits at the minute all the players are in the grey kit. But if we go to Schmeichel, now there's some other bits on here. Now, someone asked me in the comment section about gloves. What gloves are on here? Now, obviously, Roosh was a big sort of player in the 90s. Still are a big player in terms of the goalkeeping gloves. So there's a lot of gloves on here. So you've got, obviously, Roosh's, you've got Diodora's, obviously the Old Sports, Roosh, Umbro. Again, lovely gloves. But there are a pair of gloves on here which will always sort of be in my mind, and they are obviously the Adidas finger saves, which obviously Schmeichel never wore, but they are awesome. Schmeichel actually had his own type of glove, which was his own thing, but obviously that is, again, another great feature. So with the goalkeepers kits, especially with Manchester United and a few other teams as well, most teams in this game do have a big selection of goalkeepers kits. Now, obviously, this is from 95, 96, but it's just another goalkeepers kit. And then you've got this kit, which is really, really clever and really, really cool. And then, obviously, there's a Champions League alternative to it. But if I was to show you a side, maybe not in the Premier League, and we were to go to somebody like maybe Real Madrid, for argument's sake. So I've probably gone past Spain, I have. So if we were to look at Real Madrid, they would probably, again, have a little bit of a kit selection. So we'll go to someone like Roberto Carlos. And obviously when we hit the appearance button, if we were to press number 6, we've got an away shirt. And then if we press number 6 again, we've got another version of an away shirt. And then if we hit 6 again, it's then another version of the home shirt. And then it's obviously back to the home shirt in general. So again, that gives you an idea that there's plenty of feet. He's got really tall goalkeepers tops. I'm not sure if there's many, if any, goalkeepers. Yeah, there's one variation, which is really cool. It means you can do that. Is that 1 or 2? yeah, there's basically a couple of variations of goalkeepers kits, which are really cool. But again, it's just the features, and again, just turn your sider on and off, as simple as that. And yeah, I think basically I just wanted to cover a couple of features that were in sort of like the edit sections and how you can do things and how quickly you can sort of transpose things over. So yeah, I really appreciate you watching. If you do have any other questions, do hit it in the comment section. This will be kind of like a bonus piece of content that you can sort of look through and maybe so you know a little bit more about the mod. But if you do want to download it, make sure to go in the links in the description below and follow their instructions, and do follow them carefully. Don't skip anything. Don't think I can drag this in a folder and just leave it. Everything has to be done quite methodically. So yeah, I appreciate you watching anyway, and yeah, I'll look forward to catching up with you in the next one.